Hello everyone, welcome back. We're doing chapter 5. What's this thing called again? Class trial. Let's get in, see what we're getting into. A murder or a suicide. It's a murder. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Back of you two, Ben just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How should not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked hit pretty high for you guys to go off together. Just the two of you? What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Where's Kyoko? He could show up at any time. When I imagined that was about to happen, I immediately started tensing up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10. Whoa!
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... or what?
What?
Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? Why did I make Byakuya sound zesty? What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? Yeah, we're waiting for Kyoko. Boo! Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll rate your punishment right now! It's me you're waiting for. I'm here. It's Kyoko. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
hey,
Kyoko! I missed you! I missed you! Oh! Kyoko, my girl. What am I saying? Oh boy. Kyoko, you're still alive! No! That's a ghost! Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to say.
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish. So spoiled. You're right. There's no penalty officially. But I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right! Now we've got to deal with a ghost! I told you to stop talking!
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me! She needs to stop saying master, bro. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial's all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before this trial started. Alright, Kyoko, we gotta talk. Where have you been? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you, where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to get somewhere, didn't you? So,
correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. Oh my. What?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Makoto.
We'll go over all the details after we get to the trial. Okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would you say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? The murderer has to be Kyoko, it's nobody else. It has to be Kyoko, unfortunately, dude. There's no way it could be anywhere. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Unless it's Byakuya. It could be Byakuya. Byakuya or Kyoko. But it's probably Kyoko. Yeah. Says this every time. It was Bonding Live Despair. Yeah. Oh my god. Yep. Look at this room. I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Chills!
Let's get on with the show. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly trial. A deadly. Yep, here we go. Alright. Class trial. Let's see how many truth bolts we have. How do we still have 18? Oh my god. Oh my god. We need to... Okay. Set skills. Lost in thought is fine. Alright, I'm ready. Voice crack already. The trial hasn't even started.
Let's begin.
Oh no.
If you can, I'll punish every...
Okay!
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
Whoa! Already starting.
First,
God
we
dang.
need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
Idiot. Everybody
It's
laugh.
a ghost.
Oh, here we go.
But she has legs and stuff.
Oh my,
Well,
what the?
that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
What?
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
What? What? I think proving that the corpse isn't Kyoko is because she's standing right there.
Let's compare Kyoko's traits to the
Oh
traits of the
my.
dead body.
Are we actually doing the? Oh, I hate this. I hate this trial. I hate this game. We're arguing if the corpse is the Kyoko and Kyoko's standing right there. Kyoko's
I
gloves.
I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she
Oh
actually
my
wears
god,
those gloves.
why are we even talking about this?
And would you happen to know the answer?
I do.
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Is it true?
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
What? I can't believe this.
Probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
Our hands wasn't burned at
I'm
all.
not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
Oh my god. Yep. Hero is the stupidest character I've ever laid my eyes on. The second's the stupidest. Fumi's the stupidest. There's no way that corpse is Kyoko. Oh my god. Oh my. What the? Obviously the corpse isn't Kyoko, she's standing right there. Okay, fine.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Okay.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Yeah,
They
that's
got
true.
burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I agree. I'm with Byakuya on this. The fake nails? So how do you put on fake? Yeah.
Okay.
How do you put on fake nails with gloves at the same time?
When she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No. There's no way the corpse was wearing
I can't believe we're
gloves.
talking about this.
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands,
I can never be
right?
mad when this season plays, though. Why'd I stick my tongue out?
It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
I'm with you, Byakuya. I'm with you.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Sorry, I'm being so disgusting, guys. I apologize. I've been having to deal with this for so long now.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
For anything, we have to identify the victim, Mukuro Ikusaba. God, this is like so easy. Tattoo on the right hand.
If Kyoko really is still alive,
How do I?
then
Oh,
who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
I
yeah,
don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition,
the face.
and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
And the one thing that can tell us was on the victim's own body. Yeah.
If Kyoko really is still alive,
Then who died?
There's gotta be. I don't think so.
The face was, and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma.
Well, if we can't identify the body.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
If you're lying, he'll die a cruel,
If I was-
unusual death.
If I was in these class trials, I'd do so much better than these stupid idiot people.
oh, an unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto.
Besides
That's
Kyoko
what
and
you're talking
Byakuya.
about.
And Makoto, I guess. That's basically me.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo.
No, I'll be better
on
than
her
Makoto.
hand.
Like, goddamn, the only reason why Makoto's so smart is because I'm giving him the evidence and I'm giving him the answers. And I'm basically doing everything for him. And when he sees the knife, he's like, that looks familiar, man. Like, what the?
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
It's actually a wolf.
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
What?
Seriously? We really did something that humiliating?
No, hero.
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
We compare that to, yeah. This?
I got it!
Yep.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Do they know who Mukuro Ikusaba is?
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad
Do they even know who Mukuro Ikusaba
would
is?
get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Sure.
Fenrir?
Oh my, are you serious? The most obvious trial known to mankind. A wolf.
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
Dang! Toko finally smart, cause she reads books.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a
Finally!
literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get
wolf.
so mad in these next games, cause these characters are just gonna say obvious stuff.
Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Alright, 16 minutes in, we've gone through information I already knew.
You sound surprised, but you're
I don't think we've ever cut to like Monokuma in the middle of a trial, unless you had to ask him a question.
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay. Kyoko.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
That's true.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
I wonder who told me that one.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that
That's
would
true.
fit the
Ultimate
description.
soldier.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
That's correct.
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Yep.
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Pretty much.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
Guess she wasn't that much of an important character, am I right, guys?
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
Kyoko.
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
I guess.
No, the headmaster has nothing
Oh
to do
yeah,
with
that's
it.
right.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
I mean, Byakuya might come off as rude, but sometimes he's like just 50% of the time he's just straight up right.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
Whoa, this guy's like, why is Monokuma? I don't even know if Monokuma is a he or she. I'll say he, cause Monokuma doesn't have any boobies. He also doesn't have a penis either. So I'm a little confused. So Monokuma is really pushing this trial. Why is he doing that?
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait.
Oh.
Remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Whoa!
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
By saying that, you're not ignoring
Now
it.
then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
Yo, this song got me doing the catnap dance because, you know, Monokuma is basically catnap.
Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Yeah.
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no.
Kyoko!
There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Nope. There are only 16
He might be right,
that
guys.
have been taking
Oh,
part
yeah,
in
absolutely
these
not.
events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Kyoko.
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
It's basically just down to Kyoko. Oh, okay.
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Yeah, Kyoko. It's all we know. There can only be two suspects: Toko and Genocide Jack. Mukuro. Yeah, no, it's Makoto and Kyoko.
You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain.
Wow.
Just
Why?
after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma.
Yeah.
The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
Yo.
All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of
So,
suspects.
based on this absolute logic, it has to be Kyoko. Absolutely.
exactly so.
And Kyoko. But is there something I'm missing? Because usually when I'm certain I have it right, I'm not right. Okay. Let's think about this. What? So at no point, it could have been Gyaki. It could have been Gyaki, I think. So okay. I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Pretty much.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place.
Like 7.
Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock.
Okay, 10.
So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Okay.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body?
So between 10 and 9, 10 p.m. to 9 a.m. That is not a good time frame.
Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
So what time was the bite? 9.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko. What time is it? Yeah. We heard this already.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between
Hey,
10 at night
hey,
and 9 in the morning.
Hey, 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 yeah.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Okay. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, the sprinkler system. Oh, yeah, easy. Okay, now we know for sure it's Gyoko. Sprinklers, yep.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night
Agreed.
and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Agreed.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Agreed.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
With the
Makoto,
sprinklers.
if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Yeah, just give me a second. There's something that happens, yeah. Man, they really give you the answer after the whole
We've
thing is done.
established a time frame for them. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock in the morning. Yep.
And Makoto doesn't have an...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
Shoot!
Huh?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9
I'm
o'clock
so
in the morning.
confused.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
I've
We've
got no
established a
idea.
time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning. Yep.
And Makoto doesn't have...
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would...
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't...
Yeah, from to 7:30.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have...
Yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, right?
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time. We've established a time. It took place somewhere between 9 o'clock.
Yep, and Makoto...
Yeah, from to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to...
So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would...
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night...
Shoot!
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock...
No, it's wrong!
Why couldn't it have been 7:30?
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning.
Okay,
right?
I basically had it.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on! I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
What?
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
What?
I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
Oh, it's because of the water bucket.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
What?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you better tell us why!
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with a certain evidence, and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Okay. Oh, man. Here we go.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No! You don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No! You don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No! You don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me?
Here we go.
How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
This should prove it.
I used to be so bad at this. I remember the first try, I died like 3 times, I think.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely
What am I doing?
dry? What a brutal maniac!
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
I don't know why I was doing that.
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's cooked. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Yeah. No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone, that's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Okay.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Yep, you're gone. Don't care.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Okay. Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
Okay.
Trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me?
Oh, is she saying the mastermind
Stop
killed
wasting
Mukuro?
energy. You really
Ooh.
think your little trick is gonna work?
That's interesting.
Shut up, you!
Oh.
You got it, boss. Shutting up now.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair.
Oh.
In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko?
That's a good point.
But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all.
Wasn't the mastermind at all.
And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Kyoko, you are such a jerk.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
Oh no.
All it would take is covering the body with
Oh,
a certain
no.
something to keep it from getting wet.
The tarp. Why am I answering this? This is against me. Just say I don't know.
I got it!
This is making it worse for me.
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick.
Obviously.
You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
Yeah, but then how did I
The
tip?
side that faced down over the body,
Okay, then
meanwhile,
how did I put the
perfectly
tarp
clean.
back into the tool shed? How did I do that, Kyoko?
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Kyoko, you jerk. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would you want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait.
The tarp would have bloodstains, right?
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Time to spin the camera around! This kind of makes me like... Body before I explain that.
By covering the body with the tarp,
No.
the killer prevented it from getting wet.
Yeah.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side...
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp...
Wait, I'm
was totally
talking?
spotless, right?
Yeah.
That side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
I'm confused. I remember the blood. Yeah. Jackie even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on us.
By covering the body with the tarp,
Alright.
the killer prevented it from getting
Is
wet.
the body before the explosion?
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that...
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the bot, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong, you idiot hero!
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right?
Yeah.
Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
But then why wouldn't they just wash both sides?
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing
Exactly.
one side wouldn't hide anything.
Yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Okay, what the heck does that mean? Huh? Blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
That's so far-fetched.
Do you mean someone else?
That's so far-fetched.
Where would they get something like
Well, they
that?
still got stabbed.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
Hero, shut up.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Yep.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
They said they killed the chicken? I feel like that's so far-fetched. It's so far-fetched.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
No!
What? Chicken blood?
We never found the chicken, though.
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Why does Makoto bring out new information? Just to damage himself even more. Why does he do that?
But after
If it was Maya, I'd keep
there
quiet.
were 4.
Maybe that'd make me more suspicious.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood?
I mean, it's possible, but it's so... I'm gonna say it again, it's so far-fetched.
Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing.
Yeah, sure.
Which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
What?
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Yeah?
But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
Well, that means that didn't happen.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
Huh?
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
No.
I think so.
It was on backwards.
No. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
And it was backwards.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
What?
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers
Oh
turned
my
off?
god, what is happening, man?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. But still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
It's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it?
That's gonna be me during the trial. I'll just point.
Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Alright, this better be good.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
Whoa.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
Don't say it! Don't say
The one
it!
we found stuck in the body.
No,
Right?
Hina, no, why would you say Why would you say that?
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back.
That's crazy. Front to back is crazy.
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Now that we have, yeah, they're gonna give it to me. Kyoko told me to hold on to it! Yeah, it's Kyoko, it's Kyoko, it's Kyoko. It's been Kyoko since the beginning.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed.
Yeah, it is suspicious, not gonna
The
lie.
knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Hero, we're buddies! Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Okay. I got no idea.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
No doubt.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, and that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's
Yeah.
no question.
Actually is.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Which means when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body. What the heck does
The
that
knife we
mean?
found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that seals it. Just because I had that automatic...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, so there's no question.
You took that knife...
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Toko, shut up.
The knife we found lodged in the dead...
It's the same one we gave to...
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals
I think I know what it
Just
is.
because I had that automatic...
Another voice crack! Nice! Oh, that's wrong. I don't know why, but...
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro.
Yeah, it is.
That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
What?
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Victim was stabbed twice in the same spot. No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. Oh, the Monokuma file then.
I got it! The Monokuma
That was very
file
reckless.
clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
Then the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
But then how'd she
He
die then?
probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her.
What actually killed her then?
Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
I'm so confused.
The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward.
Okay.
They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy
Yeah,
any
I'm an
evidence
idiot.
proving
I'm an idiot.
otherwise.
I'm an idiot side character.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but... What's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body
The bomb!
blow up?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
The bomb, the bomb, the
Well,
bomb.
if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
Close enough, close enough.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on
Fine,
this.
the bomb. There's only one that, yeah. Why did I go all the way down? Why did I do that? Fragments.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
Cause we have seen it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma.
Yep.
It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You,
Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Yes!
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
Oh. It still could be the
What's the
mastermind. Whoever the mastermind is. I don't even know at
I
this
just
point.
feel
It
like
could be my mom.
We need to think this.
It's not my mom.
We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Oh, only the Monokuma file. Okay, alright.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Okay,
correct?
why would I disagree with that
Explosion
statement?
didn't kill her for sure.
Yes.
I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that
Boom,
happened.
boom, boom, bam,
And
bam,
it
shake.
wasn't me because of the knife, right?
Oh my,
And then
my bad.
there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Yes, I see. So what you're saying is I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, bro. I need to be.
Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even them.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Oh my.
Shoot.
Then shall we continue the debate?
The victim's fatal
Injury.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even them.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
and more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds
Okay.
across her entire
Okay.
body.
Obviously, we need to look them on a cool file. Due to the explosion, the victim... Okay. Before the blast, the victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife. Had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick... Oh my god. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that... Oh my... I didn't even realize that they got hit in the head. Johnny leaves. Okay, I think I know what to do.
Then shall we continue the
Not
debate?
that, not that, not
The
that.
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. She was already told.
And it wasn't even them.
There's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
I've got no idea. That was covered with all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be
The
determined.
explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Shoot.
Oh, I'm dead, bro. I'm
Then shall we
dead.
continue the debate?
The victim's
I'm alive, but I'm
fatal
dead.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even them. There's only.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had
Okay,
suffered
well, I'll
countless
read this
wounds
again.
Across her entire
Okay.
body.
The knife was a cover-up, and the other wounds weren't fresh. Which only leaves... I don't
Then shall
know.
we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined.
Oh, I think back in the head, back in the head, back in the head.
And it wasn't even them.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it.
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
That showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Shoot.
Oh, man. Oh, my... Yeah. Just give it to me. Yes, I want to continue. Yes.
I refuse to give up yet.
Okay, at least I got all hearts now.
Then shall we continue the debate?
The
Guess and
victim's
check,
fatal
guess and
injury
check.
Has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already.
And it wasn't even because of the knife, right?
Guess and check, guess and check. I don't care. I don't care.
Then shall we continue? The victim's
Fatal injury has yet to
be determined.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even them.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
and more than that, the victim had
suffered countless wounds across her
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Alright.
Then shall we continue
the debate. The victim's fatal injury.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even them. There's.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire.
I don't know.
Then shall we
Continue the
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't even them.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. I need help!
Then shall we
Continue the
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
It.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well,
Oh, I think I did it the opposite way. I think I was supposed to do it like this.
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her
Okay.
and more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds.
And then I go to Byakuya's statement.
Then shall we continue the victim's
fatal injury has yet to be determined.
No. Yep, I was wrong anyway.
Then shall we continue the victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
She was already told.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
There was, and more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body. Then shall we continue the victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire. Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah. She was already told.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire. Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's
Fatal injury has
yet to be determined, correct?
Shoot!
Higher body.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I cheated. I cheated.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's
Fatal injury has.
I would have gotten it eventually, guys. Come on. Don't blame me for cheating. I didn't want to sit here forever trying to do this. Alright.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
Cool.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
True.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon? The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Oh my.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power.
Look at Toko's actually being pretty smart for
wouldn't
once.
mind testing it on you if you want.
Me?
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
You're disgusting.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Whoa!
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
Yeah.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
Oh my.
What was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Sure. The real murder weapon? Shake, shake, shake now. Bow, 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 bow.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something.
Kyoko had a key to the locker! Oh my god!
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the
Oh
locker in the
my.
dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
I knew it was Kyoko, man.
Indeed. There's no doubt.
What happened, Kyoko?
Are you sure? That sounds kind of
You backtalk master! You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I'll blame Hina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. What does that mean? What the heck is the one more secret? Okay.
The titanium era. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Okay.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right?
What if they got like a
Seems
bundle?
Like an arrow would just be too thin.
What if they got a like a...
Back to master!
Oh, duct tape, 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 duct tape. Is the duct tape in there? Duct tape, duct tape.
The titanium
To bundle them
era.
together.
It was in the dojo locker.
I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
Man, Kyoko's so...
It said the weapon must
Of
have
course.
been about as... It seems like an arrow would just be too thick.
I mean, she's correct in her way of thinking. It would be too thin.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Duct tape.
Another weapon?
To bundle the arrows
Inside the
together.
dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe. And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
Oh my god, here we go.
You put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
You have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do,
Makoto,
don't
this
you?
is exactly like Sayaka.
If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Yep.
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I have evidence? Yeah. The, wood block. Where's the, here, present.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
It was in your room.
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb.
Yeah.
That key
It's not gonna work on me.
Piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
What? So Byaku's
I was just protecting you.
Man.
What?
She was protecting me? Oh, what if she... Oh, man. I had a thought. What if she killed Mukuro? Because Mukuro was trying to... Oh... Because Mukuro was trying to kill me. Oh, man. That'd be so depressing. Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Could that be when? Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Man.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know?
What? How could Kyoko have put the wood block key in her room if she didn't have access to her room at all? Here we go. Dang it! When the body was found.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
No, you couldn't have. Dang it. Wait, Kyoko gave her... Yeah, which would mean... Yeah, she couldn't go in
Those
the room.
words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly. I'm not the...
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
What are you
Master would never...
There's proof that you... Is that what you're saying?
You stated it. You said I hid and then left.
The locker key in my own room, but
I don't trust that.
could I really have done that?
When the body was found, that's... Okay, what does this entail? Sure, let's just try it.
Exactly what I'm not the... You should
There's so
understand that
many.
more than
Oh,
anyone.
there's so many.
Master would never...
I might need to cheat again.
You stated it.
I
You
might
said
need to
hid
cheat.
And then left
The locker key in my...
my own room, correct?
Yep, there we go. I don't know what I'm doing, Kyoko. I don't know what I'm doing.
Those words you
Okay.
just...
Exactly.
I think I know what to
Killer.
do.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
Master would
Fix that.
never hide...
There's
We
proof
use
that
this.
aren't
There's
the
proof.
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a fear. You said I hid the evidence of...
And then left
the locker key in my own room, correct?
Oh, yep, I'm cooked.
Shoot!
Okay.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I'm not the killer.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something...
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory. You said I hid the evidence of my... And then left the locker key in my...
my own room, correct?
But could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not the... You should understand...
Byakuya,
Master would never...
there's proof
That you aren't the culprit.
There we go! Did it without cheating! Yes!
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
And then I say this to incriminate myself more.
Why not?
She would have said it anyway.
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There's a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper... What? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. That's why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid out for us. The mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap? The victim was Mukuro? And Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? We've never really had anything like this before. Kyoko's lie? I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. We spent all our time trying to... Yeah. We knew the danger... Yeah. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and right now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lies. Run away! Yeah, that's terrible, dude. Okay, we need to think about this right here. And not fall asleep like I just did right there. No, I didn't fall asleep. Kyoko's always been our A1 day one, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. What happens if I just let it go? What if I just let it go? I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something... Yeah, I feel like it's too obvious for... Yeah, I feel like I made the right decision. I feel like it's too obvious for Kyoko to just be the killer.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal?
Oh.
Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it.
I should have...
I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I don't know.
I
Mastermind,
mean,
probably.
Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
Toko, I hate to admit it, Byakuya's the killer.
But of course, I have an alibi.
Okay, never mind.
From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of.
The mastermind.
Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
What? No!
See any other option?
Wait, what?
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
This is making Makoto seem more and more like the killer.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead, and then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's
He's
up!
never done this before.
Trial's
He's
over!
never done this
Everyone
before.
can stop talking now!
He's never said, okay, time's up. He's never said that before.
Time's up?
Oh no.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
Exactly!
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start.
Oh, Kyoko, you jerk!
So then, it's time for voting time, okay?
Wait.
Everyone, please vote.
Wait, did I mess up?
In front of you.
Voting time?
Wait, did I mess up? Oh no. Well, I mean, it says that... Okay, well, this has to be... Okay, so I just made, like, an important story decision there.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will
Well,
you
it's gonna
make
be
the
me, right?
choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
So did I just pick to switch main characters? Oh my god, that's insane.
Hold on. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
That's just crazy. Wait, but everybody's gonna die. Wait, what? Wait, but I'm not the killer though. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
I didn't kill her. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey.
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for your heart. What the heck is happening? Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko.
Let's give it everything we've got.
Oh!
Punishment
Yeah,
time!
Monaco. Oh! Monokuma rushed this whole trial. He's like, okay, time's up. And then he's like, he doesn't even... Yeah, wait. I'm not even guilty. What? I'm not even the killer. Oh my. I actually can't believe this. What is happening? I'm like so confused. This is so confusing. I don't understand what's going on. After school lessons. So boring like Makoto. At least I don't have to deal with his stupid idiot sayings, but oh my. Killing off the main character is crazy. So I guess we're gonna switch to Kyoko now, probably. Man, this is gonna be hurt. This is gonna hurt to watch, bro. Oh! Oh shoot! Wait! Oh! Oh my god! Alter Ego! Alter Ego, you're the best! I thought he was dead! Oh my god, Alter Ego came in clutch. I would have screamed so loud, but my parents are sleeping right now, so I can't be screaming. Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Oh, yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter Ego. Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? Who must have planted it when he invaded my network. Yo, and imagine, this guy could have stopped it at any second and he didn't. He just failed his own demise. I don't believe this. It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way, it's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what's going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What
What
did
are
you
you
say?
talking about?
so
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. How's Makoto talking? Host Week Academy. Wait. This sounds familiar. Hold up. Let me just go to my first Danganronpa playthrough. Yep. And go to number 1. Difficulty mode. Yep, let me just skip through this real quick. Blood privilege. Yes, guys, I chose another game. Oh, I didn't read it. It's like this stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings the top suits for every field imaginable. Like a funded school of privilege. Yes, guys, I chose another game where I have to read. God dang it. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. We're redoing the intro. With 100 years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop. Yeah, we get it. Here we go. Yeah, we get it. It's sitting there to get, yeah. Was me. Oh wait, am I... What's happening? What? Where am I? Wait, did my game just restart? Oh, I'm gonna be so mad. What the heck is going on? Oh, okay, it didn't restart. Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern, with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. That was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in here until I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me. And he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. That's actually crazy. So I can't give up now. For myself and my friend. With that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. Well, we're gonna find a way out of here. Not this episode. Oh. Well, that's gonna do it for today's video. Please like and subscribe if you hate being framed. See you guys in the next video. Wow, what a crazy episode.